Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Quartz. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. Come on in, y'all. You know, the last few videos have been quite interesting. It seems like right when I start to tap into the truth, my phone overheats or something weird happens. So what I feel under this moon's energy is illusions of what appears to be interruptions. Whenever you see illusions like that pop out so fast, so obviously, that means that you have people that are feeling a certain way. And naturally, if you're empathic, empathetic, sympathetic to humanity, you can feel the frequencies, the ebb and the flow of the frequencies. You can feel who's going against the grain, who's going with the flow. And so sometimes those energies are frantic, so they're projecting out. I feel like somebody also wants to create some type of confusion because something good is coming in for the divine collective. Who is the divine collective? Well, you're the people that have actively been showing up every day optimistically, no matter what happens, what comes, what goes, good, bad, and or indifferent. You're optimistic when it comes to ascending to your higher good, right? Or your highest good or your best self, right? That's a commitment that one has to make. Spiritualists, I can't make that up. There's something about your spiritual diet. You got a lot of eyes watching, a lot of people that want to create some form of confusion where there is none, where there need not be any. Because again, you're tapping in so deep that it's the peace, the peace that surpasses certain people's understanding, outer standing, lack of inner standing, right? It's the peace that surpasses their understanding. It is the peace after the storm and before the storm. For some people, it's the peace after the storm. You've made it to certain levels in your life that you have every right to celebrate, right? And then you have some people that are wondering why you're so calm when they're attempting to create chaos and create storms that just don't seem to be resonating with this version of yourself. That was a part of your commitment. You said, you know what, at the next level, there's certain things I just can't resonate with. I'm going to get out of the way, stay out of the way. Let me get out of my own way, go within, and really tap in and see what it is that I need to work on, because I know that that's going to dictate and or calculate my external world, my outer agreements, right? Proven, tested, and tried. So let's tap into the energy. I call upon the highest of the heavens, source of all things, creator of all things, divine, that goes by many names, many times, many lands. We are eternally grateful for divine intervention. Shout out to the beautiful ancestors, known and unknown. Shout out to the angels, the alien beings. What's going on, Holy Spirit? What is it that the collective needs to know? Trying to create chaos? Okay, so it's moon energy. Okay, so you got people that want to use the scrambling energies that surround the moon, or the frequencies that surround the moon. Okay, anything else, Holy Spirit? Southern, western, somebody could be from the west coast, somebody could be from down south, somebody could be in their south node. Okay, something like that. Let's just take what resonates. I'm going to put those cards to the side. Give me more, Holy Spirit. Show me more. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, something about you using your magical gifts. I cannot make this up. So you're somebody that's really tapped in. You could be realizing what you're gifted at. Maybe you're tapping into new gifts. Don't you like when you have those aha moments and they're real private and you're by yourself and you're like, dang, I didn't even know I could do that. Okay, let me try to figure that out. Let me try to perfect that part, right? Because you're awakening to certain things that could have been lying dormant, depending on where you were in your ascension, right? Some things weren't meant to manifest until now. Divine timing, Sometimes the universe has to clear your space, clear the people around you, people, places, and things, versions of yourself that maybe was, connected to these people, places, and things that you've left behind. And so now it's divine timing. So now you get those prizes. You get those, intuitive nudges. You get to awaken parts of yourself that maybe you didn't realize existed. You start remembering who you are and what you're capable of. I just heard this is the worst day of somebody's life because you're awakening to your magical gifts. So somebody could have wanted to always keep you in confusion. You're using your magical gifts to protect yourself, fight back, manifest, however you see fit to use them. You're in alignment. These are your gifts and nobody can take them from you. So I feel like somebody was trying to create some type of chaos and confusion around your gifts. Yeah, something could be significant about ages 20 to 30, something about a decade, okay? Either you're in your 20s or in your 30s, or something significant about when you were in your 20s or your 30s, right? Needless to say, attention. Listen, you are going within. Look at this going within energy. Big Buddhist energy. Look at this going within, Zen. Meditating. You could be grounding. You could be changing your diet. You're minding your business. And somebody somewhere is trying to cook up some type of chaos. It's crazy business, okay? It's crazy. So you're paying attention to the spiritual business that deserves your attention. You're paying attention to the things that matter selectively, literally. Yeah, this is interesting. The Most High God is presiding over all cases. Holy Spirit, what is this energy? Okay, I'm talking to a very magical being, a very divine being. Okay, I love this. Shout out to my soul tribe. I feel like I'm talking to somebody that I resonate with. Buddhist energy, you're getting your peace from within. You're learning how to go within. Yeah, and you got some people trying to create chaos. But I feel like your peace is really driving them up the wall. It's like people that are in a nail-biting situation. The energy that I'm picking up on, somebody could actually be biting their nails. That's the vision that I'm getting. Somebody's like nervous. Somebody could have like a nervous twitch. They could be, tapping their foot, shaking their leg. Whatever this is, it's a physical. It's affecting them physically. They're nervous because you're realizing who you are. Is that what this is about? You're tapping into gifts. Yeah, somebody is terrified. Okay, yeah, the 4 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Interesting. Yeah, I just heard, let me reintroduce myself. So you've reincarnated onto this earth a whole bunch of times. Yeah, let me reintroduce myself. You're meeting this higher version of yourself. Yeah, it's very personal. It's a personal meeting between you, yourself, and yourself. Me, myself, and I type energy. The 10 of Cups. Something about your bloodline. Somebody is really terrified because you woke up to your gift. Spirit says, stand corrected. Gifts. More than one. Ace of Pentacles. Something about you being a supernatural being. Look at this guy's face at the bottom. He's terrified. Look at you hovering in the Ace of Pentacles. That looks like the mothership, okay? You're from somewhere. You came back. I just heard you came back to help the world. You came back for humanity. That was so nice. You got these people scared shitless. Do you hear me? Somebody is terrified. Somebody's like, oh my God. This person has awakened to their abilities. Oh my goodness. What? It's a King of Cups in the reverse out here. Somebody was emotionally trying to manipulate your flow, manipulate your water, manipulate your memory. You know, the water in your body has memory. There's power in the blood. Yeah, you know that song? Power, power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. Except you're not sacrificial. You were never meant to be sacrificed. You could be coming to the realization of that. Knight of Cups, King of Cups in a reverse is an emotionally manipulative person. Somebody's a master at emotionally manipulating energy. Somebody didn't want you to tap into some type of magical gift, some type of psychic ability, something like that, and you're scaring the hell out of these people. You're out here in this Queen of Swords energy. You could be cutting anybody that moves funny. One little like stench of like weird energy, you like, I'm out. If you just get a smidge or a tinge of some weird ass energy, like, okay, yeah, no, I'm good. You're in the Queen of Swords energy. You're not playing. Somebody sees you as a divine feminine warrior. Whoa, you know, Queen of Swords is unbiased. Queen of Swords is intelligent, wise, balanced. You know, they always seek the truth, even if the truth is something that's hard to realize and or accept. It's the truth nonetheless, and they apply it accordingly because they understand a higher consciousness. They understand that there's a bigger plan at play, right? Maybe not what the immediate circumstances is a reflection of, but there's something bigger beyond this experience. You know, sometimes you hear the truth and you're like, oh my God, I knew it. I can't believe it. Well, believe it. Okay. It's okay. Sit down. I know. Wrap your arms around yourself. It's okay. This too soon shall pass. It always does. But once you apply the truth, you now are required to make a decision. Why? Your future self is depending on you. Your future self is like, if you don't get your punk ass up, okay, I'll explain later, but I need you to get up and I need you to go this way, because your future self is depending on you to accept the truth, apply it as you see fit in a very real and honest way. And now we need you to be this Queen of Swords, because we need you to set a boundary. We need you to set a boundary with yourself. We need to make sure that people know this is the line of scrimmage. This is the enemy lines. If you cross this line, you will get cut. Yes, we have magical gifts, but I will use my magical gifts to protect myself and fight back. Now listen, I'm not here, okay, to start no battles and start no wars. But if you come for me and you start something, just believe, Queen of Swords energy, I will finish it. And I'm going to do it with the Ace of Swords in my hand. So that means the universe is backing me. I don't think you want to get on this side of the gate, of the fence. Okay. That means that if the Queen of Swords comes after your ass and offs with your head, the universe is going to be like, well, we told you. I call judgment. Nah, the ancestors are going to be like, well, listen, we told you. You didn't even have no business being over there. 11:44 on the timer. Confirmation. Listen. That means the Queen of Swords has the universe, the stars, the galaxies, the planets, the alien beings, the supernatural beings, the ascended master teachers. They're all backing her in her pursuit for justice. Not just for herself, but for all of humanity. She's a big deal in this world. She's a big deal. Clarify. The Seven of Pentacles. I can't make this up. You are absolutely assuring where your energy goes. Seven of Pentacles is about investments, planting seeds, watching them grow. Even if the truth is something that is hard to swallow in this moment, it will make sense later. Just make a good decision. Your future self will thank you for it. Controlling your emotions. That's what the Queen of Swords does. Sometimes she has to make a head over heart decision, right? Absolutely. The world. You've successfully closed out some type of cycle, and somebody's out here biting their nails, their toenails, their nails. Somebody's biting their nails down to the white meat. You've closed out a cycle. Somebody's terrified because you've tapped into who you are. Attention. Do your part. This is what you're saying. You know what? I'm going to do my part. My spirit team is going to take care of the rest. Clarify this King of Cups in a reverse. This manipulator, master manipulator. Who is this person? Temperance energy. Okay. Temperance energy. Somebody that wants to come off like they're balanced, but this is a form of manipulation. So this could have been somebody that maybe they wanted to appear to be the one with certain magical gifts. Temperance is like, you know, it's a major arcana. It's balance. It's like water and earth, masculine, feminine, earth angel energy. But with the King of Cups in the reverse, this is like manipulating energy. Okay. So temperance is Sagittarius energy. King of Cups is water sign energy. Who is this person that's in a nail biting situation? Somebody wanted it for them. They're under judgment for it. The universe has them under judgment. The ancestors have them under judgment. Your higher self put them under judgment. Okay? Something like that. Whoever this person is, they were trying to block your gifts, emotionally manipulate your psychic abilities. Whenever I think of water, emotions, I think of somebody not wanting you to make a solid, sound decision. But instead, you're showing up very controlled. You're showing up paying attention. You're showing up with this, there's a time and place for everything kind of energy. You're showing up as the Queen of Swords, somebody that is going within. You're having a whole nother conversation from what somebody thought you ever would have based on your magical gifts. You're tapping into ancient secrets. You know, some people travel to Egypt, you know. They get on a plane, a bus, a car. They go to the pyramids, you know. They touch the hieroglyphics. They want to feel it. They want to see it. You went within. You said, oh, the pyramids. Oh, that's what's up. You tapped into that sitting still, right? Okay. You traveled quite literally and you sat with your ancestors. That's what I just heard. Three of Cups. You even partied with your ancestors. You laughed with your ancestors. You ate with your ancestors. Okay. Whatever you were doing, it was beautiful. The Eight of Cups. Look, I can't make this up. The Eight of Cups is about leaving something behind. Yeah, there's empty promises. You know, it's like enough is enough type energy. It's like I've gotten all that I need to get out of that type energy. Let me get into the Eight of Cups because my higher self is telling me this is what I need to do. My left ear is ringing. You got a whole bunch of people in the nail biting situation. Why's my left ear ringing, Holy Spirit? What is it that the universe wants me to know? I can't make this up. I can't make it up. I can't make it up, honey. Oh, my God. My left ear is ringing real loud. What is this? The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, my goodness. That's comparable to toil and labor. Somebody did something with no regard for honesty, truth, integrity, spiritually, mentally. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody's in debt to the universe. Okay? The Two of Wands over your destiny. You're moving forward and it's got somebody totally freaked out. My thing is, what exactly did they do? Look, you got the Wheel of Fortune, destiny calls. You even went within to tap into the Wheel of Fortune. You did not pay attention to the external. There's no way that you could have dedicated all of your energy to the external only, because you know that if you go within, the external has to get in line. That is spiritual law, as above, so below type energy. Let me go within and make myself all right. Let me make all well. Let me go within and tap in to the energies within me. Let me tap into all frequencies within me. Let me upgrade my DNA. Let me ascend properly. You went into hermit, okay? So you were never really involved in whatever this battle was, or this energy of confusion. I keep hearing confusion and chaos. You're coming out as very grounded. So if you're the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and if I look at this from a spiritual standpoint, somebody didn't want you to be grounded. Somebody didn't want you to be still. Peace be still. You mastered it anyway, in spite of somebody else's wishes for you. Yeah, you're in this Buddhist energy. Somebody is trying to figure out, how in the heck are you so calm? Why? Are you mad at me? You're like, no, it's all good. You're really not. There's no way for you to harbor resentment, okay, and be in the Queen of Swords energy. Now, you do have to execute the law. So if I cut you, just know you deserve to be cut. It's giving that kind of energy. Not because I'm lashing out, not because I don't know what to do with my emotions. I'm only looking at myself. I only have myself to be concerned about, even as it relates to your diabolical deeds. And when it comes to me, I feel like it's only right that I get into the Eight of Cups and walk away from what appears to be something I can't do anything with no more. I'm on my Wheel of Fortune. It's very personal. It's quite literal, personally. It's literal. I'm literally, like, personally invested in myself moving forward and this destiny that I have before me. Come through, Holy Spirit. Somebody's out here biting their nails, tapping their feet, scratching their head. I can't make this up. You're coming out as the hierophant. Lord have mercy. Spirit just said, you've always been a big deal on all timelines and every lifetime. The goal was to make you stay asleep to something. But the fact that you're awakening right on time, like you really haven't missed anything, even if there were illusions of delay, this is your time. This was always meant to be your time. The Hierophant, I cannot make it up. You got the Hierophant energy. You're a leader. You're a teacher. You're somebody that's mastered connecting with your higher self in a way that your higher self is really like your spirit guide. Your higher self is a part of your spirit team. Like that's your major, like that's a major spirit guide for you. It's like somebody channeled their higher self. You could have even seen yourself, okay, in your latter years, okay? You could have even projected into the future and had a conversation like, hey, you think this all gonna work out? They're like, it'll work out. Just chill out. chill, you know. Maybe you went 100 years forward to tap in and see what's going on. Somebody has literally opened up a portal to have conversations with their higher self, leaving their lower self behind. You even rewrote your DNA. You removed something from your spiritual body that you no longer need. You removed it. This could have been memories, chaos, trauma bonding, karmic family members, karmic familiar family units, friends, whatever. It's like you just eliminated it. It's like you take a knife and you just cut it out. Like, okay, I don't need this part no more. This right here, okay, get that out. You either burned it, threw it away, whatever it is, you got it up out of your DNA, and now you're ascending in a way. Look at this ancient knowledge. Look at the star. You're connecting the dots. You're able to read ancient language from within. The scribes are within. Oh, okay, wait a minute. The scribes are within. What is written within your DNA, and you're able to decode it. You figured something out about yourself. You could have had flashes of you in certain timelines, okay? Some of you resonate, you know, with the 1800s. You could be a historian. Maybe you're fascinated with history. This could have been a time that maybe you had reincarnated, okay? Maybe one of your lifetimes. You could be fascinated with the 1940s, you know. Some of us were in those timelines. Some of them, you know, got eliminated by some of these people that thought that they were going to follow you into this lifetime. Yeah, time is up. Time was up the day you took your first breath out of the womb. The day you were born, the stars aligned. You are the hierophant. Nothing could ever change that. Clarify this King of Cups in the reverse. Clarify this King of Cups in the reverse. The Ace of Wands, yeah. So the King of Cups in the reverse has a dual meaning. There's somebody that was trying to emotionally manipulate your magical gifts, your psychic abilities. And this also is King of Cups in the reverse. It's like you never figuring something out or loving yourself enough to go within, being preoccupied with external events, but feeding it, almost like self-sabotaging. Like somebody didn't want you to self-love or something like that. The Ace of Wands, divine intervention is here. This person knows who you are. I don't think they believed that you would figure it out, though. I feel like even with them saying, I know who you are, there's parts of you that they absolutely don't know. There's like the element of surprise here. It's like surprise, like, damn, what? This a whole ancient god? Yeah. Wow. Maybe you're feeling the same way. Maybe you're like, oh my God, I'm a whole ancient god. When? Okay, that's what's up. Let's get to it. What comes with that? Oh, the King of Pentacles. Okay. King of Pentacles energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're here to leave an imprint on this earth. You're here to leave your signature, you know. Yeah, I just heard sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my baby. Sign your name across my heart. King of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. Who is this? You have somebody marrying you. You and your magical gifts. Oh, whoa. You got the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Ooh, any and everything that somebody did to you has been eliminated. If it was something that you couldn't learn from anymore, or you had already learned from, and somebody wanted this to repeat for you, or whatever this weird energy is by way of confusion and chaos, the Ten of Swords is in the reverse. These people are landing on every single sword they tried to thrust your way. I can't make it up. King of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles, okay? There's somebody here that you're going to work with. Eight of Pentacles. I just heard humanitarian work. Clarify. There's somebody here that you're supposed to work with. The Page of Cups energy. Queen of Cups. And the Two of Pentacles. Whoever I'm talking to, your person has gone through something real similar. The both of you are marrying one another. Page of Cups. It's like seeing the world through the eyes of a child. making very innocent discoveries. It's like, if you think about it, like just think about this for just a moment. Just imagine this with me. It's a good imagination. Use your imagining faculties. In this moment, just imagine you've never been hurt. You've never been scarred. You've never been betrayed. You've never been hurt. And then your physical body takes the download so much so that it makes it real. And then you tap into a very master's level of alchemy, realizing that you've eliminated trauma. Because what really do you need it for? You've already extracted the lesson. It's all good. You've forgiven. You've gone through all the 7 heavenly virtues and, combated that with all the 7 deadly sins. Okay, now what? So now your mind is imagining it's all good type energy. It's got people in a nail-biting situation. Some of these people wanted you in the 10 of swords so that you would be resentful for a long time and self-sabotage and block yourself. Yeah. These are people that are sitting up like, I know you're still mad at me. And you sit back quietly, even if they never hear your response. And you're like, you know what? I'm not mad at you anymore. I don't hate you. I never did. I highly dislike your ways. That shit is diabolical. Like, what's wrong with you type energy? Okay, hopefully you figure it out. But I'm in this 8 of Cups. It's like that. So I feel like a lot of them were banking on hurting you so bad that you would be unrecognizable even to yourself. Oh, no. The biggest fear was that you would tap into your power. There's somebody here that you're supposed to do some type of humanitarian work with. The hierophant, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. 2 people working together, Queen of Cups to the King of Cups. So this King of Cups in the reverse was to stop you from seeing yourself as valuable, to stop your balance. Somebody wanted to stop you from mastering your own heart. That's what the King of Cups is. Somebody who's mastered their own heart. Queen of Cups, you hold life in the palm of your hand. You're a worker. You're an alchemist. Look at this. The world that you are creating is manifesting on the physical. Yeah, I can't make it up. Somebody wanted you trapped between 2 worlds, almost separated from yourself. 2 of Pentacles. But you tapped into something very magical. You learned to balance this out. Collective. Wow. Like, this reading is not for everybody. It's going to be a couple of clowns that come into the comments. That's how you know this is the truth. Like real spiritual gangsters, like the ones that are really like in it, and the level of work by way of self-mastery that you needed to accomplish. It never really had anything to do with anybody else, but it had everything to do with who you were to everybody else, and then you decided to be something better for yourself. You mastered your own heart. Somebody is terrified. Whoa. And they're under judgment. It's given the last days type energy, like severe judgment for trying to play around in your destiny, in your energy. 10 of Swords is in the reverse. Somebody wanted you to experience betrayal after betrayal after betrayal after betrayal after, like, it's very odd. Very interesting. 10 of Cups, bloodline, family, Knight of Pentacles. For some of you, it's a child or something happened in your adolescence with family. Okay? Look at the family unit. Look at the way the child is standing out front. Interesting enough, she has on the color red. Red represents blood. Well, it's green before it hits the air, right? But it's red. Like almost like you were the sacrificial lamb. So you were only supposed to get so far, and somebody thought that they were going to keep you in confusion long enough that you would never answer the call and become this ancient god. Whoa. I just heard you've been here too many times. Yeah, you ain't got time to play with these people. 9 of Cups. All your wishes are being fulfilled. This is what happens when you successfully complete cycles with yourself, when you successfully overcome certain parts of yourself, when you decide to die and you let old parts of yourself go? Because with those situations, you know, there's a funeral for the entire circumstance, the people, places, and things that you were in these situations. You could no longer be. It's like, you know, I've outgrown these shoes. These shoes don't fit my feet no more. It's like, what's going on? It don't fit. It's like, it just doesn't fit anymore. It's like trying to put a size 8 foot into a size 5 shoe. That shit don't fit. It doesn't fit your spiritual outfit. It's not a good spiritual accessory to your ascension by way of you being the hierophant. Although you're giving off a very beautiful humanitarian energy, it's not for the weak. It doesn't mean that you allow people to wipe their feet on your back. It means I'm going towards people who are genuinely dedicated to ascending. People that are helping themselves are always grateful when they get additional good help. It's not a savior's complex. It don't work like that. You may have needed to learn that. Because the Ten of Swords in the reverse, with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, yeah, you may have needed to set a boundary. Look at how you're coming out as a warrior. The Queen of Wands. You could have been 2 Queen of Cups on with everybody. Loving, kind, sweet. They just taking, stabbing you in the back. Look at all these betrayals that got exposed. You went from being the Queen of Cups, sweet and loving, to the Queen of Swords. Like, hold up. Wait a minute. I will cut you. And I got every right to. They're like, what? What are you talking about? The Wheel of Fortune says I can cut you. Cut? Huh? You gonna hurt us? Yeah, I'm gonna cut you out of my life. And it's gonna hurt. Because when you encounter a hierophant, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, somebody is stable in all elements. You missed a gift. This person is a gift to people. Like, one should be so fortunate to have ever encountered somebody that was so tempered. Even when you were putting swords in their back, they were trying to figure it out on an emotional level, so much so that the situation forced them to master their own heart. It was always in divine time, and it was always supposed to be that way. Once you accept it is what it is, it happened the way it was supposed to, and if you don't like the way it went, go back and change it, eliminate, control, alt, delete, go back into the timeline. Child, I done completely deleted some people out of my whole timeline. I don't even think about these people. And if they should so happen to come up, I'm like, oh, God bless them wherever they are. Why? You've reprogrammed yourself. That's really what going within is. You better reprogram yourself. Okay? You better speak to the water. You're like 70% water. Okay? Talk to the water. The water has memory. Yeah, the water remembers these betrayals. Okay? But how long are we going to remember this? What do we need this for? This time has already come and gone. There's really not much that we can do with this energy. Now, you can keep it, toss it, use it for educational purposes, whatever you feel you need to do. But total elimination is annihilation to these people because you've removed yourself as a memory. You're a master. 33 on the timer. I can't make it up. You're seeing the world through the eyes of a child. It's like a master, so innocent. The Hierophant is somebody who has gained a lot of knowledge. You've overcome death. You've overcome a lot. You've overcome things that people don't even know about, that you may not even talk about. You've traveled to certain realms. You've sat with supernatural beings. And to be able to circle back in the same body, same life, and say, you know what? Wow. Come in as a page. Oh, that has these people totally confused. Because the Page of Cups is like making surprising discoveries, like, oh my God, you know, you're so innocent. You're seeing the world through the eyes of a child. And you're the Hierophant. So you could be having conversations with your younger self, seen through the eyes of a child. This is a beautiful system of internal alchemy to the capacity that the hierophant has the power to go back into the inner child, see through the eyes of the child before I was hurt, before I knew what betrayal was, before I learned, oh, that's what hatred is. Okay. And to carry that same innocence into your adulthood, but doing it in a way that you are standing your ground doesn't mean that you are weak. You are not a child. You are a child of the universe, no less. You got every right to be here. Okay? But to be able to take that energy and turn out to be this Queen of Swords, who's still the Queen of Cups, no harm, no foul, fair exchange, no robbery type energy, Queen of Wands, confident, King of Pentacles. Listen, somebody is mirroring you. Who's this person? This person is mirroring you. The Knight of Cups, they're coming in with the Knight of Cups energy. This person could look really good for their age. The Knight energy is like giving young, aging backwards, gaining wisdom, innocent. Whoa, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. This is a masculine energy. Page of Cups. You're coming off like a fairy. Some of these people might think you a fairy. Look at the way she got the wings on her back. You got people sitting up like, what the hell? You know, this day, they never thought this day would come. When they was putting them swords in your back, now the Ten of Swords is in the reverse. They never ever thought this day would come where you would be this very prominent and powerful person. You are a big deal to the collective. Three of Cups. You're being celebrated. I just heard these people were trying to catch you slipping. They was oh, they was trying to catch you slipping. This is Tower in the reverse. Tower in the reverse. So you have a group of people that are still in disbelief, you know, okay? Your spiritual rank speaks for itself. The universe is vouching for you. The ancestors are speaking up for you in spiritual court. You don't even have to go to spiritual court. You have high vibrational beings that are defending you, your bloodline, your lineage, your DNA, who you are in spiritual court. They're like, all rise. Okay, where's collective? They're like, oh, collective somewhere being the hierophant and seeing the world through the eyes of a child. But I'm here, you know what I mean, to speak for a collective. You got ancestors jumping up, testifying. Yes, I like to testify. Then you got karma showing up for the collective in spiritual court. Why? Because you don't have time to be in spiritual court. The judgment has already been called down. You've accepted the verdict. You've accepted the call. You've accepted the judgment. You're on to the next. You're moving to your higher self. And that's just what it is. Listen, spiritual court is fun. But why would you go into spiritual court when you're busy? You got to get to this wheel of fortune. You know, you got things that you got to do. You know, you got different versions of yourself to create. You know, you're ever evolving, changing every day. Yeah, listen. You got the ancestors like, I'm here to represent collective. I'll speak up for collective. I'll tell you what happened. Okay, it's a nail-biting situation. Some of these people, these vampires, they can't even take the stand, y'all. They just got a notice in the mail. They got a text message, a notification like, yeah, your shit is done. Ten of Swords in the reverse, Tower in the reverse. Tower in the reverse is like people trying to figure out who you are. People trying to see you slip, trying to, you know, maybe they did something to try to provoke you or push you to see if you were going to get out of your element. You're standing your ground with the hierophant. That's like a powerful throat chakra energy. That's like somebody who speaks the truth and the universe answers based on vibration, you know, because your throat chakra is connected to your heart chakra is connected to your mind chakra, your third eye chakra, and your mind and heart coherence are collaborating by way of what it is that you're projecting out into the world. With the Tower in the reverse, it never happened. Somebody was really trying to get you caught up because their ego, you know, yeah, their ego. You've done something. You've said something with your own life. You've said something to the universe about yourself. You've tapped into your magical gifts. And this is literally revealing how offended these people are. So they're like, I'm watching you. Because we know ain't nobody this good, ain't nobody like this. What the hell are you? Are you a fairy? Are you an alien? Are you a dragon? Are you from the draconian tribe? Are you of one of the 12 tribes of Judah? Okay, you know, they're trying to figure out how you tapped into the 12 tribes of Judah. And your DNA is connected to all the tribes of Judah. It's a lot going on, right? Okay, so they were trying to wait for you to slip up. The Tower's in the reverse, okay? The Hangman, yeah, so that they can say, see, this person is not an ascended master. If somebody was banking on spending their life trying to prove that you were not this amazing human being, supernatural being, everlasting being, child, the universe is giving them everlasting base. Now everybody's watching and they can't get enough of everlasting bass. You out here bringing bass, fire. You ever just walked in a room and people hear bass like woo, woo, woo. You like, oh, it's okay. Chill out. That's just my energetic field. I done tapped into some shit. Order in the court, man. Order in the court. Oh, the heck, man. Okay, these are people that were waiting for you to self-sabotage. Maybe they threw a rock and hit their hand. Okay, they threw a rock and hit their hand. Okay, now somebody's sitting on their hands because you're coming out as the Ace of Pentacles. Look at the way these people are scared. Didn't I tell you? Look at his face. Like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Look at the people behind them. These are zombies. It's giving apocalypse. Why are they so scared of the pentacle in the sky? Why are they so scared? Because you got supernatural beings that are helping you from the sky. Yeah, extraterrestrials. That's what's up, man. The Ace of Pentacles. Collective, you have tapped into your ancient DNA, okay? It's exciting, isn't it? There's so many more layers to pull back. I'm so excited. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you've had a conversation with your future self. You've tapped into whatever planet you have come from. Whatever your planetary alignment is, it is aligned for you to win. And you've tapped into your power. You're not taking resentment with you. You don't need regret. Those are low vibrational frequencies, dense frequencies that may have served you in your pity party when you felt really bad because everybody stabbed you in the back. Even your depression and your sadness was molding and shaping you into being the Queen of Swords. Properly being the Queen of Cups. Not overly emotional, but setting a balance with your Queen of Swords energy. Being overly emotional put these people in a position where they thought, hey, we could do whatever the hell we want. They could have even thought that you were goofy, naive, you know, maybe a little dumb. Well, sucks to be them. Ace of Pentacles, you're coming out as a gift from the universe, from the divine. Whoa, the Ace of Pentacles. Whatever this is, show me this collaboration. There's a partnership here. This person is mirroring you. This person is mirroring you. Some type of communication is coming through. The Eight of Wands. So you got, oh, okay. Wow. Hey there. Hi there. You got somebody who's mirroring you. Divine feminine, divine masculine. First of all, the King and Queen of Pentacles is an internal change within you, balancing out your earth. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, balancing out your fire, your heart chakra, Leo energy, okay? Your legs, stability, your knee chakras, your toe chakras, your ankle chakras, your hip chakras. And then you got your bones, you know, so you're grounding, your crystals, your bones is your Capricorn energy, your desire, your bones go back to the earth. There's some type of telepathic communication from somebody that's mirroring you. Somebody sees you in the ethers. Somebody's gone through what you've gone through, the Eight of Wands. They're communicating with you. They're changed. Something about changes in the air. Something's intoxicating. Some type of change is in the air. There's an adventure that's waiting to happen, and it's unknown. Whatever it is, people can't tap into it. You're seeing life through the eyes of a child. Page of Pentacles, look at you mastering your inner child, your inner shadow. Listen, you should throw a party just on the strength. That is not easy to do. Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, and you're still coming out in a page energy, but you're the hierophant and the king or queen of pretty much all of the universe, and you're still deciding to see humanity through a page's energy. This is like seeing the world through a child. Even when you request things from the universe, Page of Pentacles is so innocent. Remember when you were a child, everything was possible. You know? You were Superman, you were this, you were Superwoman, you were all these things. You know, nobody could tell you otherwise. Let me tell you something. I was 6 years old, okay? And Wonder Woman was my person. I loved her so much. You couldn't tell me anything. Child, I had the Wonder Woman panties, the Wonder Woman little bra. I didn't have nothing to put in the bra, okay? I was as flat as a board, but you could not tell me anything. And then there was Strawberry Shortcake, right? She was always so happy. Oh my goodness. There was a lot going on. So what I mean by this is you're like having a second childhood. But at the same time, you a whole spiritual gangster in the ether. These people don't know what you are. They like, what in the world is going on here? Look at you. Part man, part woman, part amazing, part incredible. Look at you. They think you some type of alien being. Like, what the hell are you? Do you come from the water? What planet are you from? You're like, I'm from all of these planets. What are you talking about? All of them, okay? Wait, what? All of them? Yeah, I know. Okay, it's complicated for you. Okay, needless to say, you're seeing the world very innocently. They don't know how you can keep this innocence. With all of what they did, this is somebody that wouldn't stop. Ten of Swords is like over and over, betrayal, unthinkable, trying to hurt you, trying to just, like somebody was just like, please, please, please. They were really doing their best. Honestly, quite literally, they were fighting the universe over your awakening. And you're the hierophant. Yeah, you ain't nothing to play with. The Tower in the reverse and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's marrying you. There's a Two of Cups. There is a destined union. Whatever this is, it could be humanitarian work. It's something big, y'all. It's like really big. It's like y'all supposed to be together type big. Two of Cups. Like y'all are already together. Look at the masculine and feminine energy together. They're both looking at one another. Like, whoa, I'm getting a lot of downloads. It's almost like you know somebody's there. They've always been there. They know that you've always been there. But now you finally see each other because you've been together for a lot of lifetimes. This says the two become one. Whoa, this is deep. And this person is just as powerful as you. With the Knight of Cups energy, this is somebody that looks really young for their age. They take really good care of themselves. Because look how y'all coming out so playful. Like Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Just like, bring your inner child. Let's have a party. Y'all some whole hierophants out here. You done slayed some devils that people didn't even know existed. You know what I'm saying? For all of humanity. For the greater good of humanity. Not just for yourself, but you did it for the world. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. Y'all are coming out real young. More than enough energy to get the job done. Fast thinking, fast action, fast on your feet, quick on your toes. You're a whole page energy, innocent. Look at this. It's so beautiful. It's so innocent. But let a world let the world pop off, or let a war pop off rather. Listen, you know how to get into that king and queen of swords. You're like, hold up, we got a war? Oh, okay. You get up out that page energy real quick. You're like, okay, listen, I was trying to be nice. You know how interesting it is to be able to look at the world with innocent eyes, with innocent emotions. Even when you're looking at people that hurt you and you're seeing it from a child's perspective, eliminating pain and what they thought they were inflicting on you, because you know that the person doing the stabbing is the one that's hurting the most. These people are shocked. They're shocked that you've taken the high road. They're shocked. They could see you as like a goody two shoes, but they scared of you at the same time with the Queen of Swords energy because they know you about that spiritual business. Yeah. Wow. Listen, this is your person. Whoever this person is, they're coming in. You got the Lovers and the Two of Cups. This reminds me of that poem, Destined. Is that how you pronounce it? Destined? Let me see if I can find it. This reminds me about that, or reminds me of that. Somebody could be nervous. I feel nervous when I channel this energy. It's a good nervousness. I feel like it's two people that could have, gone through a lot, married one another, and maybe there was a point where you became kind of cynical about love. So to see it all play out, in a way that you find your true love or your other half of your soul could be shocking the both of you. I feel like this energy is like two people that could have decided, oh, well, I'm just going to go at life by myself. And then here comes a Two of Cups and a Lover. The two become one. I feel like this has already taken place, and I feel like that's what has people shook. But in order for this to have happened, feminists, you had to have allowed your inner masculine to be your perfect man. You let your inner man soothe your inner woman, and this is how you got healed. And whoever this masculine is, they had to allow their inner feminine to heal their natural masculine energy. That's balance. That's the only way for two people to come in and be one. They have to have already been whole by themselves. Oh, whoa. I'm a force when we're together. Is that how it goes? I'm good all by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. So, Desiderata, is that what it's called? By Max Erdmann, 1927. It says, go placidly and admit the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. Y'all, why do I need my glasses? I can't drink carrot juice and just heal this issue. I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, do I really need glasses? I gotta figure out how to alchemize that about my life. I got some really cute little glasses here too. I don't know where they are, but nevertheless, hold on. Yes, I do. Hold on, y'all. Give me one moment. Okay, y'all. So I felt compelled to read this. Some of you know this poem, some of you do not. I'm going to post it on the community tab, but it says, go placidly and admit the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others. Even the dull and the ignorant, they too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexatious to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter, for always there will be greater or lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself, especially do not fiend for affection, neither be cynical about love. For in the face of all aridity, and disenchantment, it is a personal, perennial, no, as in disenchantment, it is as perennial, as grass. Interesting. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of your youth. Nurture strength of your spirit to shield you in sudden misfortunes, but do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here, and whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him or her to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noise of confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful and strive to be happy. That's the energy that I felt off this Lover's energy. Two of Cups and the Lovers. I feel like two people have been through heartbreak, heartache. I feel like the both of you are marrying one another. You've been to hell and back, maybe even several times. I feel like I'm talking to people with higher understanding. I feel like you had to do a lot of releasing, a lot of calling in your real power. What you thought you lost, you realized you didn't need to call that back, right? Things like that. And I also feel like the two of you could have been a slightly cynical when it came to love. You know, love is really an idea, and everybody doesn't speak the same love language, right? Yeah, I cannot make this up. There is some type of weird, like evil eye energy, jealousy energy. People can feel that this has already happened for you, collective. 5 of Wands. So they want to brawl it out. They want to fight. There's conflict. 6 of Cups. You could have been in relationships with people that were jealous of you. Like, yeah, it was like a lover, a friend, and they were jealous of you. 5 of Wands and a 6 of Cups. This was never about materials. Maybe you had less than somebody, but they were jealous of your soul, jealous of your spirit, jealous of the fact that you could always master your own heart enough, that you had enough love to give to people that knew what they were doing behind the scenes. That is the most tormenting energy, when somebody is trying to take you down behind the scenes, and on the surface, they have to pretend to love you or like you. They're really the ones that are hurting. They're really the ones that are being tormented. That's hard to watch. But yeah, you both could have had to deal with a lot of betrayal, people being jealous of you. So at some point, you may have changed your mind. You may have changed your idea about love. Yeah. Maybe you're just like, maybe I'll just be by myself. And then here comes this whole situation. It's not a half-ass situation. It's two whole people who've mastered their masculine and feminine energy. They're doing just fine individually by themselves. So being together is a conscious decision. But also we have to remember what is in alignment with these two people is to do something by way of humanitarian work for the greater good of the world. It's a contract here. This is like a divine contract that has already played out. There's nothing that anybody can do to stop it. Although you have people that were definitely trying to provoke you. 7 of Swords. Look at them sneaking around, child. They don't know what to do. Somebody doesn't know what you are. Somebody's like, you can't be. It's not. It's like, is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Superman. It's giving that kind of energy. People are staring at you in awe. The 7 of Swords. Yeah, look, they sneaking around. 7 of Swords with the Hangman and the Tower in the reverse and the 10 of Swords in the reverse. This keeps blowing up in somebody's face. They just can't accept that this is your fate and that you've answered the call. You know, it's like, oh, wait, hold on. Is that Destiny calling me? Oh, wait, is that Destiny? Oh, wait, I gotta go. That's Destiny. I gotta go. And you hightailed it on up out of all of this. I gotta go. And the version of yourself you left behind. So now they're looking at a dead body, thinking that they got a part of you that they really don't have. You've already eliminated that. When you eliminate those timelines and you no longer need that, you absolutely have to, you literally have to eliminate a version of yourself. Yeah. Have that funeral. Hey, It's time for us to break up. Speak at your own funeral. Here lies the version of myself that I no longer need. However, I am eternally grateful to the things that you showed me to do and what not to do. But I have to let you go. Yeah, it's a death. Yeah, not being addicted to familiar, like, what I want to say, familiarity by way of toxicity. You know, sometimes you can get comfortable in situations. At least you know what's going to happen. It's drama, it's chaotic. Don't get addicted to that. Don't. Yeah, it's so easy to be who you once were. It's so easy to be. And some people sit up. You know, I used to be one of those people. I'll use myself as an example so I don't sound like I'm just talking at you. But you want parts of yourself that maybe you lost, but really you never lost anything. You only gained. You gained a heartbreak. You gained betrayal. Ain't that nice? Isn't that nice? You can look at your pain. You're like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I allowed you to break my heart, because now I'm a fixer of hearts, man. How else would I have known that I had this talent? Look, I can't make it up. You've mastered your own heart. That's what the card says. Yeah, I'm so glad. You know what I mean? You just laugh. You're like, yeah, my friend slept with my man. Damn, that's crazy. I wonder how they're doing. I hope all is well. Everybody ends up with exactly who they need to belong with. And there's somebody coming into your life that is a big part of your soul's mission. There have been ambush attacks. There have been ambush attempts. There has been attempts to siphon your power. Then they just said, well, we're just going to get this person to self-sabotage since we can't seem to take this person. Now, I mean, there have been so many attempts on your life, your destiny, energetically, that these people are all out of ideas. The Towers in the reverse. Not only that, the Ten of Swords in the reverse is them being exposed to the spiritual court council of the heavens. So high conscious people know the type of energy that they're putting out. There are greater and lessers of everybody. There are people more ascended than us that are looking at the whole thing play out. So these people are being exposed for their truest intentions, even when they try to create some type of chaos or, you know, this competition, this competing energy, when they absolutely can't compare. There's no comparison. Yeah. Are you on the dark side or the light? Are you ready? Are you sure? Are you ready? You got people in the heavens keeping the score. You better back down. There's aliens out here. Like, what are you doing? I'm going to go and do a voodoo doll on this person. I'm going to do some voodoo and get a jar. You look slow. You look remedial. Your shit has been debunked by Tahuti. Your shit has been debunked. I just heard by Anubis. Oh my God. There's a story of the ascended masters who are calling judgment now on the spirit casters. You got spirit casters, spell casters, spirit conjurers. Y'all playing around in some dirty ass, murky ass water. Some things have changed. But one thing's for sure, two things are for certain. You're the something that has changed in the atmosphere. So the atmosphere is resonating with your high vibrational frequency. You are frolicking in a bed of roses, running through the sunflowers, running through the cornfields, having a good time in a page energy. But what is for certain is these people ain't changed. But in order to change, one has to see a reason to change. Blinded by delusions of grandeur. Yeah, look, it's your strength. You're coming out as a major deal. The number 8 is real significant. You gone. The fool. These people feel like a fool because you took a leap of faith, but you're gone. You're stepping into the unknown that is being revealed to you as you move along. You take one step, the universe is like, okay, let me reveal this. You're like, oh, okay, nice, okay. Stepping out on faith. I just intuitively feel like, oh, this is the person I'm supposed to be with. Oh, wait, I intuitively feel this. I'm supposed to go this way. So I'm just going to go. People could be watching you, onlookers. Well, why are you going that way? Well, I don't know. I just feel like that's where I need to go. It's like, I kind of know, but I feel like I don't really have time to answer you. I got to answer to my higher self. I got to answer this call. Destiny is calling. The Fool, you're stepping into the unknown. Something about you being a master, a genius. Okay? The Fool's energy can be seen so many different ways. You could be taking a leap of faith towards something amazing, or you could be taking a leap of faith towards something that could look like it's self-sabotaging. These people are fools. Your Fool's energy has to do with faith. Because in alignment, I have to make the right step. I will make the right decision. I've already made it. It's already done. I just got to show up. It's a party I'll never be late to. It's a meeting that I can't miss. Somebody could be trying to figure out, well, how the hell did you do this in Hermit? You could be in this I'll never tell energy. Somebody's trying to figure out how and when. We know what we did to you. Okay? Well, you know, we know, the universe knows. I can't make it up. The Four of Swords. You got a group of people that are exhausted, but the Four of Swords has a dual meaning. As it relates to you, collective, the Four of Swords is a form of meditation, Zen energy, channeling your inner chi, you know, balancing out your life, breathing accordingly, tapping into the 12 major arcanas within you, the 12 tribes of Judah, the planetary alignment within, upgrading your DNA in a way that your ancestors are saying, whoa, look what you're doing with the body of work that we left behind. Whoa, the ascended masters are like, whoa, she is the one. He is the one. They have come. They have won. They have conquered. You've conquered something. Okay? So you got a bunch of people that are trying to see you self-sabotage. Okay? Well, yeah. I just heard they're going to be waiting till hell freezes over. Isn't hell frozen already? I don't know. I don't even check no more. I don't know. They're going to be waiting though, okay? Even beyond that. And even when hell froze over, the universe is like, yeah, I know. You still in trouble. They're like, but hell has frozen over. We're like, we know. We're very much aware. The polar caps have been melting for years now. You're the last to know. You're still under judgment, okay? Are you ready? Are you sure? It's the end of the world as we know it, and I'm glad. You over here sitting with your God body, okay? Okay, come on in, y'all. Let's see, what are these people up to? Why is the Tower in the reverse? Here for educational purposes. For educational purposes. Somebody does not want this to come out. Good googly woogly. Somebody's praying, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. Don't let her tap into this energy. Okay, it's too late. We've already tapped into it. It's already done. I'm just letting you know that the reading has already been finished. The Nine of Swords, stressed out, depression, sadness, sickness, loss, crazy. Okay, wait a minute. Wait one doggone minute. Nine of Swords, somebody's losing sleep. Ain't no rest for the wicked. They up all night, scrambling, moving around. Somebody is really jacked up. Nine of Swords. Ooh, to the Seven of Cups. Jesus Christ. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, that's a lot. Show me these people. Ten of Swords in the reverse. The Moon. Because they did something just recently. So the Moon is about intuition. They was playing around with the Moon, trying to scramble some shit up. Confirmation. Somebody could have been doing some type of scrying, spying, projecting, something that they had no business, something that they were warned about. Somebody just don't want to accept this. I feel like somebody was so determined to prove that you didn't deserve this contract that they missed the fact that you're already in it. It's like somebody's working real hard to make you miss an opportunity. but you're going within, so you're not really missing anything. I feel like these people wanted to isolate you, and you manifested a very magical, beautiful world in Hermit. But Hermit is not about being alone or being lonely. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with going within, pushing the right buttons within self, and releasing these ancient secrets, awakening to who you are. I can't make this up. You could be like a real angel. Temperance. You tempered the situation. You balanced it out. Temperance is a very powerful heavenly virtue, you know. It's kindness, it's patience, it's gentleness, love for humanity, seeing the world through the eyes of the angel, seeing the world through the eyes of a child, seeing the world, through the eyes of the Christ consciousness, through the eyes of the divine temperance energy. They're trying to figure out how. Show me these people. You keep balancing something out. Justice. The scales. Somebody feels like you don't deserve this. You don't deserve to be this person. Yeah, look. The devil. Obsessed with it. Child, if you don't go get a hobby. 1111111 on the timer. If you don't go get a hobby, temperance and justice. So somebody called themselves like invoking some type of karmic debt situation, or maybe they call for judgment. The devil in the moon. This person is obsessively, compulsively driving themselves up the wall. It's a nail biting situation. Like if you don't stop biting your nails, get your hands out your mouth. Somebody is biting their nails, shaking. Sit down, drink you some chamomile tea, and get this devil off your back. You got a devil riding your back. You got something else pulling the strings on your mental, because this is somebody that's come to help. This is somebody that the natural world needs. They're going to fulfill their prophecy. They're going to fulfill prophecy of their lineage. It's a very big spiritual world affair. It's already been determined. Somebody feels like you don't deserve it. Why is justice here with the devil and the moon? The 9 of Cups. They feel like you don't deserve for your wishes to be fulfilled. Like, why you get your wishes fulfilled? Okay. This is a conversation we really don't even need to have. Somebody's birthday could be December 25th. I just saw 12:25 on the timer. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in a reverse. Somebody could be a Capricorn. Or the latter part of December. I don't know why that number just grabbed me. Intuitively, that's what I felt. Clarify this Capricorn. What's the deal? They feel like you don't deserve it. Oh, because they've lost their rank. They've lost their power. They let down their lineage. They didn't do the work. How dare you? How dare you clean up your bloodline? How dare you break all your generational curses? How dare you answer the call when destiny calls you? Bitch. This is what somebody's thinking. Strength in a reverse, okay? Their heart chakra's out of alignment. Somebody has a very hateful energy. Strength in the reverse is just not, it's beyond feeling powerless. Strength in the reverse is a blocked heart. Somebody harboring resentment. Somebody that's unhealed. Somebody that has allowed layers and layers of resentment, stress. They're pressed, jealousy, competition. They've allowed years and years and years of that to just stack up on them. It's almost like a calcification of the heart. Like nothing can get in. Somebody's got an ice box where their heart used to be. Damn. What happened here, Holy Spirit? Strength in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. The 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. So the goal was to hold you back enough that they could, I don't know, prove that you don't deserve something. 4 of Pentacles, this is somebody that you're not communicating with. I also feel like somebody wants to provoke you too. You're too far ahead, y'all. You're too far ahead of the game. 9 of Cups, justice and temperance. So what is this person doing? The Tower's in the reverse. 10 of Swords is in the reverse. This could be a whole bunch of people. The 5 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Somebody's going through hell. But the universe is telling me that's where they put themselves. Whatever this cage, this box, okay, be it a pine box, a box, boxing you in, whatever this encasing is, whatever this is that they had prepared for you so diligently, so consistently, so obsessively, quite intentionally. The same space they created for you is the one that they are sitting in, and they do not like it. But this is justice. The universe is saying this is fair. So if somebody was carefully calculating a plan, digging a grave, if you will, taking their time, they had no idea, unbeknownst to them, blinded by their envy, blinded by a blocked heart, blinded by jealousy and obsession, they had no idea by way of foresight that that would be the same grave that they themselves would put themselves in. The same grave they dug for you is the one now that they got to make their bed in. That's their house. Five of Pentacles is earth energy. They could be losing everything. Look, the Chariot in the reverse. I cannot make this up. Whoa. This could be a group of people. This could be a lot of people feeling this way, okay? You did your part. You took your eyes off of the betrayal. You forgave. You let it go. Maybe it was difficult. Maybe it was hard. Maybe it took a long time. Doesn't matter. You did it in your own time, and all is well. Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Somebody can't manifest anymore. They could be having financial issues or concerns or something like that. Or they just feel like raggedy. They feel not abundant. Clarify this energy, please and thank you. The Chariot in the reverse. Somebody can't move forward. Ooh, the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay, well. Judgment has been called down. This person's ancestors have casted them out. There's forbidden earth magic here. Forbidden rituals. Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Something was communicated to the earth. Somebody used earth magic. Could have been voodoo, hoodoo, something like that. They violated. Somebody could have mixed a whole bunch of different ways of doing something, trying to create this big magic trick to stop you, whatever this is. But with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, they've lost connection to the divine. They've lost connection to the ancestors. And the Chariot in the reverse. Somebody could be having car issues. Chariot in the reverse is also lack of courage and determination, like not wanting to go forward. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Whoa. A Capricorn is real significant. The Queen of Wands energy. Clarify the Queen of Wands and death. Scorpionic energy. Fire sign energy. Clarify what's the death and the Queen of Wands. Somebody wanted to destroy your confidence. Look at you coming out. Somebody wanted to prevent you from awakening. Somebody knows that this last awakening, this next awakenings, whatever this is preparing you for something really beautiful. And so it's almost like they're trying to prevent you from going through a change or some form of like a metamorphosis, if you will. The High Priestess and the Queen of Wands is confidence. Somebody wanted to wear this energy. Somebody is saying it should be me, not you. So they wanted to steal it. They tried to steal it. Is that what this is about? But they were waiting for you to, somebody was waiting for you to be weak. Knight of Wands energy. Somebody was waiting for you to be weak. So that you would, I just heard, so you would drop the ball or something or self-sabotage. Somebody's magic only works if you give it power. If you pay attention to it. Like, what type of magic is that? It only works if you pay attention to it. So somebody could be desperately trying to provoke your energy or trying to piss you off or get you mad or pull you back to some type of old way of being. This is the only way that this can work. But remember, if you've gone into the timeline and you've eliminated that version of yourself, it's a 911 situation for somebody. Because you've eliminated that. So what are they provoking? Like, what more do you want? The Two of Wands, you out of here. You will continue to move forward. Current energy, full moon energy, Holy Spirit, judgment is here. Ooh, hold up. That card just fell on my foot. Hold up, y'all. It's over. I can't make it up. The world. It's over. And as soon as it is divine feminine, you're coming into connection with the emperor that you're supposed to do some type of spiritual work with. I just heard travel all over the world, helping people all over the world, doing some type of shaman work, something like that the world is waiting for. Whoa. Whoa, no pressure. Get ready. You know? Spirit says you've been getting ready. Somebody was banking on the fact that you wouldn't ever wake up to your magical gifts. Their whole life was predicated on you not awakening to your gifts. You're coming up as a Buddhist Zen master. Look at your stance in the middle of what somebody wanted to be chaos. Look at you. You're like, listen, you could be meditating. You could be chanting. You could be healing yourself with sounds. I love y'all, okay? Close this door, Holy Spirit. This is just, woo, my goodness. I'm going to burn a little bit of Palo Santo before I get up out of here because I just feel like the atmosphere needs it. Clear some of this energy out. I love y'all. You know, I do. I'm really happy for everybody that is ascending. It's really nice to channel such beautiful energy at a time such as this. A lot of people that are watching, a lot of people that want to distract you, but they're being ignored, you know. I noticed that even with the gang stalking, you know, it's like they're being starved out. They don't even know what to do no more. They trying to comment and say stuff. They don't even know what to do. They just like, God, dog, these people. These people are just too damn happy, man. Trying to get my Palo Santo together. Maybe I need to get another stick. Okay, so I love y'all, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest. I salute the divinity in you. Congratulations on your graduation. This is full moon energy. So there's a really big ascension happening, and I'm so proud of us that we are paying attention to what's important and literally eliminating what is not. That's a superpower. I love that for us, okay? I will see you in the next video, okay? Until then, peace be with you.